Welcome back, my friends. This is the Predictive Playbook, Major League Baseball show. I am pleased to have one of my favorite personalities on Sportsmemo. Always entertaining, high energy, just fun guy to be around no matter what. Joe D'Amico, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I am wonderful, John. I'm honored to be here again. You know, it's a wonderful time of year. We're just about three. You know, in no time we're going to be seeing MLB playoffs. We're going into our second week of NFL preseason. We'll touch on that in a minute. But you know, college football right around the corner. We're about a week away. I believe it's next Saturday. We're going to see 4 games, and then there's the following week. We're going to have 10 games between Thursday and Friday, which is the second and the third, and then the fourth. I believe there's 35 games. There's a lot of stuff going on. Then right after that, we got NFL regular season. So I think it's a really exciting time of year for sports and sports betting, and for the people that follow us on Sportsmemo. It's just a great time of year.
There's no doubt with that, Joe. And your Yankees are really starting to climb the leaderboard here. So I always think of you when I see the Yankees doing well. They've won 7 in a row. They're now only 5 games behind division-leading Tampa Bay. Boston's 6.5 back. Cleveland's 11.5 back of the White Sox. That division's over. Mm-hmm. Oakland's still right there in the shadows of Houston, 2.5 back. Seattle right in the playoff hunt, 5.5 back, 3 back in the wild card. But I know you want to talk about the National League.
Yes, we do.
And it's a team that on Manny's Irish Pub Sports Betting Show that airs Monday through Friday at 4:05, in which you will be on today. Mm-hmm. So you guys don't want to miss this. We have been pretty much bashing the National League East, and who would want to win it and then go to the playoffs and get killed, and then your season's over. So Atlanta is 4 games up now on Philadelphia. They've won 6 in a row. Somehow the Phillies have lost 4. They got swept by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now they have the San Diego Padres for 3 out west, and the Mets just treading water. 5 games back, still in the shadows, but who knows? But Atlanta now goes through a pretty good stretch here that they could actually extend that 4-game lead over Philadelphia. And they're taking on Baltimore here, which has been a team that is resembling what the Arizona Diamondbacks did earlier in the season. You know, losing more than 20 games in a row is not a good thing. And I can't even imagine what that locker room must be like. But we have a pretty good pitching matchup here with Fried being a left-handed pitcher and Aiken, 2 lefties. Fried's 10-7 with a solid 3.78 ERA. Aiken is winless, 0-7 with an 8.13 ERA. So I'm curious, Joe, as always, where you're going to tell us to bet and how to bet on this game.
Well, first I'm going to tell everybody that over at Sportsmemo, just the finest crew in the world over there, they have allowed me to put up some specials today. I'll tell you why, because they love me and I love them now. I want a special shout out. My buddy Johnny D. Johnny, thanks for putting up with me. Missy, Mel, and Jason, the best behind the scenes crew on the planet. Guys, they put up some great specials for me. I am running very, very hot. I'm not just winning on the gridiron. I'm winning on the diamond. My NFL preseason, 5-1 on premium plays. My MLB, 3-1 tonight. I have my NFL X Friday Night Lights winner. They're already 1-0 this season. My MLB best bet this month alone, the month of August, my MLB best bets, 10-3. Join me tonight, and together we'll go into the weekend with the bankroll. Guys, like I said, the wonderful folks at Sportsmemo, they've put some great discounts, some discounted packages. You're going to get some things up all over Sportsmemo website, all over on social media today. And it's going to be some great stuff, some great specials. I mean, even if you pay full price, it's a bargain because you're going to be winning with Joe D'Amico. But these are things. I almost bought my own special today. I just want to tell you. But as John mentioned, I have a great game for you today. It almost made my premium plays. It didn't, because the 2 games I did put up on the premium side, I absolutely love. And I'm going to start with one word, John. Wow. What can you say about Atlanta? They have separated themselves from the rest of the National League East. They've won 6 in a row, as you've mentioned, 13 of their last 16. They now have a 4-game cushion in division. And you mentioned they're coming into a stretch there. They could really separate themselves even more from the rest of this division. I'm going to give you that same word again in a different way. Wow. Baltimore, 15-game slide. Sports fans, the last time they won was so long ago, I had hair. That's how bad this team is. Guys, they're not just losing. They're finding new and improved ways to do so. Max, KFC fried chicken. I got to have some fun in the morning. Max Fried, 10-7 with a 3.78. John mentioned the left-hander. Guys, he has gone at least 6 innings and allowed 2 earned runs or less in his last 4 turns. He has gotten better as the season has progressed. Keegan, his ego is aching. I got to have it. Sorry, guys. Keegan Aiken, 0-7, as John mentioned. A whopping ERA, 8.13. Guys, in his last 2 starts, he's got a total of 7 innings, allowing 9 earned runs. Against this exploding Braves lineup, Aiken is in trouble. His ego is going to be aching even more. I'll tell you that. The next angle is very important. John and I, we talk about stats quite a bit. I know a lot of people out there, they like a stats angle. But I want to tell you guys that like a stats angle, you've got to delve deep into this next stat because it's going to work against Baltimore. All right, pay no attention to Atlanta's past record versus Baltimore. There's something like 1-7 the last 8 games played at the O's, 2-9 the last 11 overall versus the O's. But guys, the last meeting these 2 teams had was a year ago, and I want you to know something. That's a very long time in the world of sports betting. The Braves are 10-1 the last 11 road games versus left-handed starters. This game gets uglier than if John Crook and Randy Johnson had a love child. And, folks, that will be one ugly baby. If you don't know who John Crook and Randy Johnson are, go look them up, Google them. You'll understand what I'm saying. Guys, take Atlanta on the run line, guys, and you will take your bookmakers' money. Now, I want you guys to know I like to have fun particularly with John, because he's my favorite host. But I am very serious about this game. It almost made my premium plays on Sportsmemo. It did not, because the 2 games I have up, I really, really love. But this almost made my premium play, John. And I do have a couple of bucks on this game myself because I do like this game.
That's great breakdown, Joe. Now, where are you taking the -1.5 run line, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
Yep, and just it's a show now, so this game is going to be taking place at about 8 hours from now. Mm-hmm. So right now, the betting market is -1.5, opened at 145 vig, and now we're seeing 50 and 55, 60 at William Hill, and our personal kind of favorite -160 at Heritage, mm-hmm. which is known as a sharp house. They take on some enormous sized bets from time to time, especially in the NFL. So, yeah. So I think the way I'm reading the market, Joe, you can tell me if I'm wrong. I think you bet this game sooner rather than later because it's not going to go down.
Absolutely. And John, when doing this, I don't know if our people out there know, but we're recording this a little bit early in the morning. And being that I'm in Vegas Pacific Standard Time, it's very early. I got up this morning before the Roosters even got up to cackle. I want you to know that this game was $1.45. I want our people out there to know something about baseball. This time of year particularly. Take a look at the lines. I saw there was 10 or 11 games on the schedule a few days ago. 9 of them were $1.60 or above. Listen, you've got to be very careful. I personally don't want to ever place anything above $1.45, $1.50. This is going to go up higher. It is something that if it would have been lower, maybe it would have been a premium play. I do like it. I have my own money on it. I'm not a general in the back of the war. I'm on the front lines with you. Every game I put out, I play. So when I win, I'm twice as happy. When I lose, I'm twice as pissed off. And I have some bad days, but they're fewer and far between. This is a time of year you're going to see these lines be really inflated on some of these games. I would get this game in as soon as you see this broadcast. I do like this game. Be careful once any line goes above $1.45, $1.50. But I do like this game. I feel it's the winner, and I have my own money on it, John.
Oh, I love it, Joe. I just pulled up the leaderboards there on the front page of sportsmemo.com. And you and I are humbly there a lot. And I didn't even know this, but the last 3 days I'm actually number 1, 7-2-1, and I think humbly said, if you we're the 2 hottest cappers right now on the site. There, I said it. I promoted myself and you, and there's a reason why we're running hot. I got lucky with the under in the Patriots game last night. I'll admit it. 35-0 is not anywhere close to what I thought that game was going to be, but I did think it was going to play under. And then I guess it ended up being 4-0-1 in summary for last night. So we're both running very hot. And as you can see, if you've watched any of the shows that Joe and I do together, he really knows what the hell he's doing. And that's why it's such a pleasure to host him. And we have a lot of fun, but he also brings a lot of knowledge and expertise to the show. So, don't get 1 day, get 30 days, and that's a test drive. 3 days is not even a test drive. That's just like sticking your toe in the water. Get 30 days, get a full season, and you're going to get one of the best guys working for you starting tonight. And that sounds like a really great thing.
John is being very modest, sports fans. He's been on those leaderboards regularly. It's not that he's running hot now. He consistently wins. It's one thing to have a couple of days where you're running hot. It's one thing to consistently do it. John does it. I do it. A lot of guys on Sportsmemo. But I want to tell you something, John. You said you got lucky with something. Listen, I'll take a few seconds worth of luck over a lifetime of skill, because luck gets you paid. I'll tell you what, sometimes some guys in the world and some guys in the betting world, they know too much. They overthink a game. They talk themselves into doing something because they think too much about it. Listen, luck is great. Consistent winning is a whole other story. And John, one last item I've got to tell you. We're not just the two hottest guys on the site. We're the two hottest, best-looking guys on site. I just want you to know. I read a lot of the comments, and a lot of the girls and a lot of the guys out there comment about me and you, that we're the two sexiest guys on Sportsmemo. Guys, I just want you to know, like I said, we like to have a lot of fun, John and I, because we have a great sense of humor together, and we have a great camaraderie, but we do take winning very seriously. And the games we put out, we feel we're going to win, and we want you to win because we want you to dip your toe in the water with us at Sportsmemo, so you then dive in. We make a believer out of you.
Yep, and that's the difference between Sportsmemo, Wager Talk, and the rest of the sites. We are all professional sports bettors investing our own money in the picks we give you, and that is the vast difference between anybody else, and why you should follow Sportsmemo and Wager Talk and be done with it.
Absolutely.
So, Joe, I hate these moments where I have to say that it's time to adjourn. Because it's always such a blast with you, but it's that time. So, guys, make sure you get over to sportsmemo.com and get Joe's picks tonight. And like I said, don't settle for just one night. Get 30 days of his stuff. He's done it for decades, okay? So you can trust me on this. Get it tonight, and you'll be glad you did. So on behalf of Joe D'Amico, myself, sportsmemo.com, and these Predictive Playbook shows, may all the wins be yours.